going on, everybody? Jason Hodzik here. We got the ZHB behind us. We got a M3 Gyro Edition F80 front seats. We're sitting in right now, getting nice and comfortable. So let's dive right into it. So you want to know what a 435i ZHB. You don't know what it is, you want to know what it is, you want to know why it's only one of 100, you want to know why that it was only offered in 2 colors, you want to know why it's the only base model coupe, technically speaking, to come with an LSD. Well, that's what we're here to cover. So, first things first, I say it once, I'll say it again, it is a 1 of 100. Only 100 of these were produced. I touched on it already before. It came in white and black. It was either pick and choose. This was pretty much BMW's track spec non-M version of their car. This is pretty much like the baby M. I think of this as the M550 to the M5, the M340 to the M3. I think it's relatively similar. The only thing it lacks is the S55 and the DCT. Arguably, you can say that ZF is better in certain regards than DCT in a build perspective versus a straight out of the box perspective. So yeah, it came with an M55 in it. It's not an M4, I'm sorry. It is a F32 435i. Talk about the packages. So it came with M-Track handling package, which is like an upgraded version of the coilovers and lower control arms. And I think I'm missing an arm somewhere. I'm definitely missing something, but I just can't really remember off the top of my head. It came with an M power kit as well. So technically these cars came with, I believe, 306 out of the factory. This bumped it up to about 335 when it came out. That pretty much entails M performance exhaust. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else. I don't know if that entails upgraded cooling. Along with that, you know, those 2 kits, it came with an aerial kit. You see that has the M performance side skirts on. That's like a vinyl. It came with a M performance front lip. It came with the ducktail carbon fiber trunk wing as well, which is really cool to have. You know, out of the box, it's always a good thing to have carbon fiber, let alone OEM carbon fiber. OEM carbon fiber will always hold up better than the aftermarket stuff, no matter what it is, whether it's China carbon or not. Unfortunately, I have the experience with it. Honestly, that lip lasted. I got the car with a cracked lip, and that cracked lip lasted longer than just about every single real and eBay carbon fiber lip I've ever thrown on this car. It lasted the longest, and it was cracked. Like it was I bought it like that. So that was a really cool thing to have, you know, to have carbon fiber, little decals here and there. It came with M Sport package as well. So it came with this bumper without the fog lights. It came with pretty much the M door sills. It says M in the door sills. It came with the M Sport steering wheel as well. We changed that over to the M Performance one anyway. Yeah, like I said, it came with an LSD, which is that's like one of the biggest things. It came with LSD. It came with upgraded M brakes as well. It's like a pocket race car. When you're talking about tuning a car and you want to build it up from where you want it to be, you don't want to get the highest trim level. This came with no safety features, and also it was priced as if it was a regular model. Truth be told, the salesman who sold me this car actually didn't even know it was a 1 of 100. It wasn't really advertised to me when I purchased it. Honestly, it was kind of something that I just, off a string of luck, that's pretty much how I was able to get the car. So yeah, it also came with the xenon headlights, which is pretty cool. Since we got the xenon headlights, we're able to modify these. The only way you can really go and put the aftermarket stuff in is if you have a xenon core. So we did that. And yeah, and overall it came like a very fun car. It came track ready, it came LSD, it came sliding ready for us and our specific side of things. Another little fun fact about these cars is there's only 7 of them produced that were manual. So think about that. You know, this is rarer than a lot of M-spec cars. This is rarer than this is rarer than that. Oh yeah, truth be told, you know, they have to value the base model 4 series over the M, but truth be told, let's be real, this is rarer than a lot. This car alone, although it's a 4 series, is definitely rarer than a lot of Ferraris and supercars and exotic collectibles that are out on the market, because let's be realistic here, you know, people total cars, accidents happen. So chances are there's probably only 97 remaining, or 96, or maybe even 90, maybe even 85, I don't know. I mean, there can only be maybe 4 manuals that are left. I honestly have no idea. In addition to that, it also came with, I forget the style code of these wheels, but they're like a darker gray type of wheels, staggered setup from factory, which is really cool, better than like, you know, getting 17s or something. They were 18s. I don't remember the specific spec of them, but I think it was 7.5 in the front and 8.5 on the back by 18. And then, listen, man, that thing was gripping, LSD and all the stuff, track handling. It moves like you're driving on the magic carpet when you're going to buck 20 into a corner. Like it was really like that. And that's amazing, you know. I mean, I didn't do coilovers or do any suspension things until like bushings went out. I literally waited until it was worn out to go replace anything, and it wasn't really like worn out to the point of catastrophic failure. It was just a matter of some bushings went bad and we're gonna replace it in the future, so might as well do it now. And I still have the parts laying around. So yeah, it's an amazing car. Definitely out of all the cars I could have purchased as like my first, you know, BMW and getting into modifying cars and stuff, this was definitely like the best bang for the buck, so to speak. Obviously I could have went cheaper, I could have done something different. In terms of packages and everything, when coming from like a tuner perspective, this car is definitely the best because you're going to lose a lot of those features anyway when you progressively go deeper and deeper into building the car. And also if you're really focused on weight reduction as well, a lot of these things do add a few pounds here and there, and that stuff adds up when you're talking about a collective of things. Like this thing doesn't have a heads-up display. I would have loved the heads-up display, and I thought about doing it, but in all honesty, what do I need it for? I really like the analog. I really like the analog dash. That's one of my favorite things about the car, in all honesty. I want to keep that true to it, like type of feel. That's really like the objective. I'm trying to keep this car like as OEM out of the box plus as possible with everything that I'm doing to it. And yeah, you know, we're making this a 1 of 1, even though it's already a 1 of 100, whether you like it or not. I like to think that we're improving the car for the better. So yeah. If you learned something today, or if you enjoyed this content and you'd like to see more, hit like, comment, and subscribe. We got videos coming out for the most part every Tuesday and Thursday. So if you enjoyed it, I'll see you all in a second. Till next time.